Hey guys, Brian delivers you the goods here, returning to you for another album review for the second Marathon Studio album review in Silverstein's discography for Discovering the Waterfront that I got a chance to check out for this 2005 album. It's the record after the first one, so pretty much I'm going to discuss what I listened to for their sophomore album, Discovering the Waterfront, their 2005 record, which is only 11 songs, and let you know my thoughts on this album overall. So let's dive right into this album review. Now, it starts with Your Sword versus My Dagger, and off the bat, it's pretty good. Shane Told's vocals are quite amazing in this track. And just the screams are quite amazing too. So I'm really liking this song. Great opening track to the record. So definitely rocks for sure. So 5 out of 5 for this one. Smile in Your Sleep is the second song, and that is one of the singles for the album, and it is amazing. I really like how it sounds overall and how it's executing overall, with Shane Told's screams, the guitar work and drum work sounding fucking fantastic in my opinion, and just how it overall sounds. So basically it was a really great track. 5 out of 5. And comes The Ides of March, or Ides of March is how it's titled or whatever. I think this was a pretty good song too. I really liked the drum work, the guitar work. Honestly, the instrumentation in this record is quite amazing, and how it's mixed and produced, it's pretty well done. So 5 out of 5 for The Ides of March. I like Shane Told's screaming in this track and his clean vocals. He does a lot more screaming in this record than you really think. Sometimes he does clean vocals. He mix matches it. He alternates with screaming and clean vocals as well. So basically 5 out of 5. Fist Wrapped in Blood was pretty heavy track, and I really like this track. It's in your face for sure, but it sounds really good. So 5 out of 5. Discovering the Waterfront was a almost 5-minute song, but it executed pretty nicely, and it was one of their most melodic songs I've listened to in their discography, but it sounds really good. So 5 out of 5. Then comes Defend You, and that one was going back to their heavier stuff with the screaming, and basically Shane Told sounding good vocally too when he does his clean vocals. It executes pretty well, and overall drum work and guitar wise, it's pretty amazing, and it's mixed pretty well. So 5 out of 5. My Heroine was another melodic song for the record. It did have some screaming from time to time, but majority of the time it tried to be as melodic as the title track, Discovering the Waterfront. But overall, Shane Told's vocals, he sounds a little vulnerable in this track, but it sounds really well done as the song is progressing and all that. So as it progresses, it gets a lot better. So this is a 5 out of 5. Always and Never is a pretty strong song. Really like this song for how it sounds, and just execution wise, I think it worked with what they were going for. Basically, Shane Told screaming in it is quite amazing, and just this song kicks ass for sure. And it is a quite amazing track, so 5 out of 5. Then comes Already Dead, and this was a really good song. I wasn't sure if I was going to like it at first because of the intro and how the verses sounded, but it progressed and it got better as I kept listening to it a lot more. So this is a 5 out of 5 as well. It's a pretty strong track for what it went for. 3 Hours Back was another heavy song. It's the last heavy track before you get to the closing track, Call It Karma, which I will get to that song in a moment. 3 Hours Back had some good screaming vocals from Shane Told, and basically his clean vocals sounded really nice too from time to time. So basically this band goes for emo rock, post-hardcore, all that stuff, and it sounds really good. That's their specified genre they go for with their material. So basically 5 out of 5 for 3 hours back. Then comes the closing track, Call It Karma. Shane Told's vocals sound really good. In the background, there's some screaming vocals that sound pretty well done. But overall, I think this track was a great closing track to end the record. I wasn't sure if I was going to like it at first, but as I progressed through the remainder of the song, it sounded really nice for 4 minutes and 11 seconds. So, great track from Silverstein. 5 out of 5. Overall, production, mixing, and execution-wise, I think I found one of my favorite albums by Silverstein in their discography, which is this one. I think Discovering the Waterfront was quite an amazing record. It's probably better than the first album. I like the first album. Don't get me wrong, it's still really good. It is an amazing album and almost was worthy of a 10 out of 10, but this one I think will be getting a 10 out of 10. So yeah, for a score for me, I'm giving Silverstein Discovering the Waterfront a 10 out of 10. An excellent rating. It is such an amazing album. Really enjoyed this record because majority of the mixing was well done. Experimentation for the drum work and guitar work was pretty outstanding, and just Shane Told sounding really good in both alternates of screaming and clean singing. And basically this record worked with what they were going for. It was a heavy record and also had its most vulnerable points from time to time, but still they made it work, and that's what I appreciated about this record, that it tried something different in its own way. It still was going with the post-hardcore and emo stuff, but still really good. So 10 out of 10 for Silverstein Discovering the Waterfront album. Hopefully you enjoyed this album review, and thanks for watching.